Your dog knows you're
10 out
cheating
of
on them in a
That's,
game.
it's moreover that he put his dog into the game without his consent. You have gained Ace.
Yay!
Add to inventory. No, don't do that.
Now I need like 4 more dogs and you get a full house.
Just
Royal
put him
flush.
in the dog pocket.
The what?
Yeah.
You know, like in games, you have your horse pocket.
Oh, right.
Huh?
He de-summons the mount. Fucking wow. You have gained control of Ace. He operates similarly to a wolf in all respects, although the only difference from an actual wolf's stat block is he has considerably lower HP.
Yeah.
Where I believe a wolf has 2 dice, he only has 1.
I think, okay, 1. So it's 1d8 plus 2 would be the health.
In normal D&D, yes, but in my games, I just give everything, monsters, players, everything, the max on their first roll. So,
Okay.
like you do for your first level. So that means he would just have a D8, so 8, plus his con, whatever that is. And that's just set and done. He is also considered small.
Small.
He will get the second die when he grows up and becomes medium. But you are probably pretty familiar with how fast dogs can grow, so
Yes.
it probably won't take long. That being said, give some extra consideration to the name Slaughterhouse and stuff like that. It might be cool.
might be, yeah.
Roll me an insight as well, by the way.
It's a
You
title.
got it.
Roll with advantage. Actually, I think you would
My
understand.
sheet. There we go.
I didn't even need the advantage. It's slightly strange, but also endearing, how similar to a young kid he is. You said it to Irina already. Animals are all heart. And his heart is mid-grieving at current. You're not sure how much he'll hold on to all that bravado when things actually happen. You've known many other, mostly goblins, albeit, people before their very first fight have that same bravado. And 90% of the time they crumble. You're hoping he's the 10%.
I'm hoping.
Hoping. Or you'll get him there yourself, one way or the other. So that's what Badger and Ace are up to. You guys probably would hear him talking to the dog and the dog barking and yipping and growling, and them both being some correspondence with one another. Jin, while that's all happening, as you're striding around the garden space, you feel a shake coming from a spot on your personage. I don't know where the spot is, but I imagine you do.
It was under the hat. Oh no, it burned! No.
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah. He has it in some pocket somewhere. Doesn't particularly matter.
Not of the prison variety. Understood.
Oh, that's disgusting. I guess he just responds to it. When it happened last time, I sent you a message saying he responded to it. Has it been a week? No, it's not been a week. It's been like a day.
Well, you can't really. Would you send back to me? Because you can't really talk with it.
Well, there's the. This.
You whistled back, yeah.
Okay.
And now you're getting another one.
Guess he'll respond to it. Just he'll blow on the whistle. Because I don't know what it would mean in this case.
You never covered up. This is definitely breaking from the cadence. You respond back. Nothing else comes of it. You resume going about the garden, examining it, its contents, both natural and super or hyper natural. Can you roll me a perception check?
I actually didn't have my sheet out. Oops. Forgot to do that when I jumped over to the other one. Excuse you? Why are none of my seals? Oh, they are marked. That's weird. Perception. Don't have that. Don't have guidance. That.
As you blow on the whistle, the nearby plant life reacts to it, as if hit by a gust of wind, unfelt. Very gentle, a soft breeze, but they react nonetheless.
I suppose it's not very surprising.
You return back to your walking around. You come across Irina speaking to Eva. Eva having paused her playing to converse with the newly crescent shambler. Seeing you approach, Irina taps you in, so to speak, on their telepathic communication. Well, one-sidedly telepathic.
Right,
Eva is responding verbally.
Mm.
I hope you're enjoying the garden.
Yes, it's, I suppose, nice to have a respite from everything.
She stares at you for a moment and tilts her head. Can I ask you something?
I do not promise an answer, but sure.
What was that sound just now? Eva quirks her eyebrow.
A whistle.
I doth not hear any whistling. He looks to you and then to Irina.
There's a moment of silence, and it probably does take a high insight check to tell that Jin is like debating, like, how much do I want to tell these people right now?
If thou has a secret, Jin, we're all owed our privacy.
It's a complex situation. To put it simply, it's a communication between me and, I won't say friend, an ally. We are working together on something.
Oh. Well, if you ever need help, I don't know many things, but I'd be happy to help. Mayhaps something for another time. She gives you a knowing look. There's no way she knows the entire depths of your topic, But surely she can pick up that you're far away from home.
Hmm. Yes, maybe once we are sorted with the city. In fact, the sorting of the city might bring a possible solution. But that's beside the point.
Let us hope. I've heard tales of, well, heard and read tales of cities during their final hours, and the stories doth not do it. I cannot say justice. It is not justice befalling the city. It is tragedy. So let us hope this place findeth a resolution. Or perhaps we should make ourselves gone from it as soon as possible. Irina turns to look at Eva, stares at her with a tilt of her head for an amount of time. A faceless expression, as opposed to an expressionless face. You just sort of frowns at the staring. If they're talking, you're not hearing anything. But after some moments, she does begin to walk off. With one request. Miss Eva? Yes? Can you resume playing? Eva quirks her eyebrow in confusion at that, but does resume her playing. What does the Eva play? Let's see. What instruments does she have? A flute, a guitar at the request of O, and a lyre. I'll say a flute. Let's see. Flute. Damn. That is unfortunate. That is also unfortunate. It's mid. It is a mid play. All of you present at the camp hear the playing resume. Whereas before it echoed simply due to how quiet the space is, it is now played purposely loudly, doubling up on that haunting effect it has with how passionate it is. You guys do see something relatively peculiar. You guys begin seeing Irina dance by herself in the center garden space on a stone pathway with a fountain nearby. A now dried up and defunct fountain, but a fountain nonetheless. Now here's my question to all of you, and I know the answer for one of you already. Do your characters know how to dance?
Mm-hmm.
I guess Alec is excluded from this considering talk about that currently. He'll come back very soon though.
Roma does, yes.
Badger doesn't, but it's never stopped him.
I feel like the concept isn't unfamiliar to Denver. She wouldn't do it often, but I imagine she has before.
I don't have the faintest clue. He's probably seen it, but considering his dex is 0, he probably doesn't participate in dancing very much. There. I guess it would be performance. That's also probably 0 anyways.
My dex is decently high. She's pretty. She's okay at it. Not great, but okay.
It's not necessarily just a dex skill. It could be dex or
Yeah.
charisma, but that's besides the point. Remember, a +0 means you're an average person.
Mhm.
I know we're used to seeing +5s on everything, but yeah, a +0 is an average person. Then not peering, that makes it sound like she's focusing. Hearing your guys' minds, Irina does walk over to you, Roma, and hold out her hand.
I think she just stop whatever she's doing, look around, and then happily take the opportunity, I guess.
The two of you begin dancing. Please roll me your performance.
Okay. Please. Fuck.
You do have advantage from Irina, so you roll
Okay,
one more time.
wonderful.
I'm surprised it's so low.
Oh my god!
You're as mid as Eva's.
Wait, very
Flute
quickly,
playing.
very quickly. So we get all of our points back after the long rest, right?
You guys haven't finished the long rest yet.
Okay, I'd like to use a luck point then.
Roll up.
This is your last one.
Again.
God. Plot twist, you're gonna need a luck point
You're
later.
a bit rusty. What can I say,
Jesus,
Roma?
that's shameful. Can I try again? I've still got 2 luck points.
Wait, did
Come on.
you start the long
Oh,
rest
there
with
we
all
go,
your luck
that's
points? Okay,
Oh,
significantly.
I've not used any since the last long rest, so if they
Oh,
go
okay,
back,
nice.
You're a bit rusty, but you eventually find your footwork. With Irina having to lead for a little bit. This isn't your normal style of dance that you're practicing, but it's one that you've seen and practice candidly in some off time.
What sort of dance is it like? Like a waltz or something? Or
A waltz, correct.
Yeah.
Midway through your dance with her, you both switch positions. Her having been the male, quote-unquote, dominant lead, and then you on the other end, the female guided lead, not lead, position. But midway through, you both switch. As you, as I say, find your footwork.
Yep. Like just like the entire time this is happening, Roma's just got like the biggest, like happiest grin on her face.
It has been a while since you've had the luxury of enjoying your hobby, your practice, but it is a very comforting one. The music could be a bit better, though.
I mean, she'll take what she can get.
You don't know what spurred this flight of fancy with Irina, but it's quite clear that she's enjoying it as well, both of the two of you flowing with one another. Your guys' dance does kick off some of the spores that ever so linger on her, but aside from that, nothing detrimental or of note happens. At the end of it, you both finish with a flourish as Eva puts a stop to the song. Well, not the two of you. You only, sweating from the exertion. Irina looking absolutely unfazed. In fairness, she doesn't exactly have a heartbeat or body temperature. So, a bit unfair. The rest of you at camp see this wonderful display. Again, a bit whimsical, but a comforting sight nonetheless. It definitely, had to say, pings your guys' minds of a peculiar scene in a peculiar place done by peculiar people. Strangers in a strange land, surely. It's at this point Hawk to turn back and see the end of it. The flourish itself.
Shame. Yeah, I think like Roma's definitely like keen to go again, but like if she sort of said right, that is it, then fine. But she'll definitely continue like humming the tune under her breath and stuff. It's like it ends.
You hum the lovely tune under your breath and let's find out. Irina will take a break. You're not exactly sure for what reason. Again, she's dead or undead, but she takes a break. It's around this time as well, Fayez and Mina emerge out from the broken wing of the brothel, covered in orange spores. And they regroup with all of you. Fayez walks up. I think we are done.
Same here.
He looks at you at your demeanor, follows your gaze, nods once, and doesn't bring it up. Mina is pulling down a makeshift mask she made from her scarf and hood and cloak and begins spitting. I think I got some in my mouth, bruv.
Yeah, take it from me. The mask don't help too much.
Might as well just be breathing free then. Perhaps. I did hear some music out here, so I trust that you are enjoying yourselves. Silence is Fayez's response.
No, we haven't been. No.
It's like,
Well, you all were having some nice R&R. We were actually putting in the work, just for the three of us.
Along with the rest of it are important.
I could use some respite right now. That tunnel's long.
How far did you go? How long does it go?
I lost track after 1,000 feet. It's dark down there, so gonna need to use our lanterns. Luckily, if we keep the flame, I didn't. It's not as spore filled as it is here, right? I don't think.
No, it
yeah.
was like the most concentrated was towards the entry zone from the basement, but even then, that would be like a quarter of what it is out here at best. And then it began growing sparser and sparser as you went further out.
Okay. I got a ways away from the entrance before I lit my lantern, so I didn't combust. So, it's safe enough for a flame down there. We can light the way. The tunnel doesn't end here, though. It goes out. What cardinal direction does the other way go off?
Trying to imagine.
If it's a straight tunnel,
It would be
north a ways, or and then curve at some point, maybe.
Yeah, it does curve. So the pathway here would be going north-south. The destination that you probably would have seen is that it curves into two different pathways towards the end there. So I guess technically east-west, but it doesn't stay east-west for very long.
Okay.
I guess it might be like this, but regardless, it doesn't stay that way.
So going that way, this is where the entrance to the tunnel was.
Yeah, so you guys would be inserted here, and then there's still
and then it doesn't end here. It keeps going that way.
It does do another curve that way. I assume you scouted both directions.
Right.
Roll me a history check. At advantage.
Cool.
It'd be a history you're familiar with.
Nice.
Very good. There is something familiar about the structure, the layout, the formation of these tunnels that pings the back of your mind. And now that you're back on the surface in a moment of solace, quiet, and security, you begin rousing your mind as to why that sensation is pinging the back of your mind. I will type it too.
Cool. While you type that, I think Hawk would just continue. It's more like a webway than just a straight tunnel. There were a few branching paths. I couldn't search all of them, not in the time we had here. I did see some footprints down there. Boot prints and some paws as well. Might be matching that dog there. And then I go to my check. Oh, okay. Lots of curves as well. You can't see just straight down. Like it's deliberately trying to break line of sight. Elsewise, anyone with a long arm could just look down and pick you off.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for myself then. But not for me, bruv. She smiles wickedly. Well, the pathway is clear to the basement through the brothel. We've also locked up the doors, so no shambler should be accidentally wandering down. Let us catch a moment, several moments of respite, and then we can set out soon. He looks at Irina. I know this place is a sanctuary, but he looks to the rest of you. Do we still want to have people keeping an eye out at the rest?
Well, shamblers aren't our only thing to worry about here. I mean, this deep, it's less likely that someone alive will happen upon us, but it's a non-0% chance. Wouldn't hurt to take watches.
Mayhaps we can only limit it to, well, should only have one person watch. More respite to share around.